Hello, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot. I hope you're doing well. This is what you don't see coming for the week of January 18th, 2026. This is a collective general reading. It is not individualized nor personalized to you. Messages may come through today that do not fully resonate. So just take what fits, how it fits, leave what doesn't, and be sure to check out your other placements of Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. If you don't know what those placements are, in the description box is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. Also, in the description box is information on how you can become a time traveler. With all of that said, let's begin. Tapping into the Gemini collective now for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What does Gemini not see coming for the week of January 18th, 2026? What do they not see coming this week? One more shuffle here. Thank you. You have stalker, stalking, watching, obsessed with you. And at the bottom of the deck, you have unbothered. Okay. Tell me more about stalker. Why is this something that Gemini does not see coming this week? Maybe you do see them coming this week. You're just pretending not to see them coming this week. And tell me more about this here for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Your energy, 5 of Pentacles, 6 of Wands, 8 of Pentacles, and the Queen of Cups. At the bottom of the deck, Knight of Wands, 3 of Pentacles, Page of Wands. There's your watcher. 7 of Swords, 3 of Cups, and 3 of Wands to the Lover's card. Need I say more, Gemini? Need I say more? Okay. If you haven't seen this reading before, this is your energy. This is typically the energy of the person that I'm reading for. So this is your energy. This is a situation, environment, or connection that you're dealing with this week. It appears here that this is a connection-based reading. So your energy here this week, 5 of Pentacles, 6 of Wands, 8 of Pentacles, and the Queen of Cups. Why the 5 of Pentacles here for Gemini this week? Some of you could really be focused on your money, your long-term stability. This could be trying to make a financial recovery after some, I don't know, maybe you had some like a last minute bill come in or something you didn't see coming. Now you're trying to like recover your finances. You could be working overtime, maybe trying to save some money for this unexpected bill or unexpected expenditure. One more shuffle here. Thank you. 5 of Pentacles is clarified by 5 of Wands, Queen of Wands, and the 2 of Cups, bottom of the deck, Knight of Pentacles. If this is a financial issue where out of the blue, you know, and I feel like it's a sidebar message to what we're dealing with, but someone here watching needs to hear it. If within the last week or two or this week coming up, there's like some unexpected bill or some unexpected expenditure, you seem to be a little like internally conflicted here. Like, how am I going to pay for it? How am I going to come up with this money? It's a little bit of a nervous energy when I see 5 of Wands to the Queen of Wands, but I feel like it's internal to you. I don't really feel like you're fighting with anyone here. This just seems internal to you, like, oh my God, how am I going to come up with the money? But then you balance out. That 2 of Cups would be you, masculine, feminine within you. It looks like you're able to balance out. So 6 of Wands to the 8 of Pentacles, you come up with the money somehow. Maybe you decide to work overtime. You decide to sell something to make that money. You could here be creating like a payment plan with whomever this is. Again, I feel like that's just a sidebar message for some of you. So if you're hit with something financial, it looks like by the end of the week, you're able to like balance it out or work it out. In respect to a connection, because I did say originally I feel like this is more of a connection-based reading, and then we have the 2 of Cups. It looks like there is someone here that you have had in your energy. I don't know if it's a friend, family member, or lover. There's been conflict here. I feel like this person wants to collaborate with you this week. You can extrapolate that word collaboration. You can interpret it how you like. But this is here someone who is watching you. This Knight of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy is really heavy on the table. This is someone who is watching you, obsessed with you. Okay, 6 of Wands to the 8 of Pentacles. I feel like you're working on something here. I do think you know that this person is watching you because the Queen of Cups is looking right at this person, whether you're masculine or feminine. You know that they're watching you, or maybe you're just picking up on it intuitively because the Queen of Cups is the most intuitive queen in tarot. King of Cups is the most intuitive king. So you know that this person is watching you, keeping an eye on you. That's why I had that feeling from you, like you're unbothered. I had that feeling in the beginning, like when I said, okay, well, maybe you do know, but you just don't care. Yeah, because you're working on something else here. 6 of Wands to the 8 of Pentacles. So some of you are working to figure out your finances, make some type of financial recovery here, long-term payment plan. Tell me more about that Eight of Pentacles. One more shuffle. Thank you. You have the Six of Pentacles, the Fool, and the Emperor. I like this. You're bossing up in terms of your finances. So this is definitely you. You're either, like I said, you're coming up with a payment plan or a way to pay this, you know, past due bill or something like that. This bill that just came up out of nowhere. For others of you, you could be learning a new skill here and really pouring some pentacle energy into learning this skill, because in the future you hope that you can utilize that skill to make yourself some money. So maybe this is for those of you where you're currently going to school, or you're thinking about doing that in the week ahead. This is very future focused in terms of your finances. So you're trying to rectify a financial issue here in your life. And it could be, like I said, in a temporary moment, oh my God, past due bill, I got to come up with this money or a payment plan. Or I'm thinking of 20, 30 years down the line, my retirement, and what do I need to learn or do in this moment in order to make sure that I have a good future. So this is you taking control of your finances this week. This is why you are unbothered with whomever this person is, because this is someone who's eyeing you, wanting to collaborate with you. We now have the Knight of Cups here at the bottom of the deck. Tell me more about this person's energy. Notice that you showed up in Emperor/Empress energy, Queen/King of Cup energy. This person is a Knight and Page energy. So it could be someone who's younger than you, or someone who you feel is more immature than you are. I mean, you're Queen of Wands here as well. Could be King of Wands. Tell me more about this person's energy. Okay. The first thing I'm looking at is the Page. This person's energy here. We'll take all of it. Tower, Two of Swords, Justice, Page of Pentacles, the Death card, and the Sun card. If you don't want to hear it, it's okay. You can click off and watch another placement. If you want to interpret this as a past person, because it's a collective general reading, either your past or current person where you've had an argument with them or a setback or a disconnection in the connection, and they haven't done anything about it, and they've been sitting still and not approaching the conversation or not reaching out to you or not looking for reconciliation, this is the week it changes. This is the week they decide that they want to extend an olive branch to you in the hopes of rebirthing the connection. So if it's, like I said, it's an ex-person, it doesn't have to be a romantic partner. It could be a friend. It could be a family member. It certainly could be a lover, but it does not have to be. But if you have had an argument or a separation or a full disconnection with someone, yeah, this is an offer here of reconciliation. If this is your current person and you guys have been arguing, you know, your current friend, family member, you had a disagreement with dad here, you know, your current love partner, maybe just had an argument with them over the weekend. This again is they haven't done anything, and now they're deciding that they want to offer you this peace offering. It's small, I'll be honest with you, page to the page, but it's like they're waiting for the right time to contact you or to say something or to make their move, and then they do. And the offer here is to, I don't know, offer some kind of reconciliation or apology because of whatever transpired. And if you want to claim this as a new person, because you're like, I haven't fought with a family member or a friend or a lover, I don't want an ex back, then I would claim this as someone new that has seen you at work, someone new that has seen you at the grocery store, you know, someone who has seen you in your community. Maybe it's your neighbor, but this is someone, you know, maybe they've seen you on a dating profile, but this is someone who's been undecided about whether or not they wanted to approach you for connection, whether that's friendship connection or romantic connection. And this week they decide to reach out to you. There you go. Three of Wands to the King of Wands. So you have someone here who's been thinking about you or obsessed with you or watching you for a while, whether that's past, current, or new, moving towards you this week. Either way, you're in the energy of not being bothered because you seem to be very focused here on work, financial goals, career goals. And like I said, for some of you, maybe taking care of some type of last minute financial issue that's come up for you within the last 2 weeks. Anything else Gemini needs to know about this connection this week? And then we'll get you advice. We have the Chariot. It's coming in fast. The Chariot, the Hermit, and the Magician. Bottom of the deck, the Eight of Cups. For a lot of you, this is a past person, but and that could be past friend, past family member, past lover. I think for me, it's going to be a past friend because he and I have had some words. And he's been a very good friend to me for a couple of years now, but we're no longer energetically aligned. So I could see him this week wanting to reach out and make a phone call and just kind of, it'll be small. knowing him, like, hey, what's up? Haven't talked to you in a week or two. I could definitely see something like that. But you claim this how you want. Friend, family member, lover, past, current, or new. This person is coming in quickly. After a period of time of not saying much or not addressing the issue or not approaching you for the date, and then boom, suddenly with that magician energy, there's communication. The magician is ruled by Mercury, and Mercury rules communication. So again, what you choose to do with this person, how you choose to respond, if you want to connect, reconnect, that'll be completely up to you. But there is an offer or an attempt here on the table to connect with you this week. Bottom of deck, Page of Cups. It's small. I mean, this person's, are they taking the leadership role in the King/Queen of Wands to make you the offer? They are, but the offer is small, and they're coming in night energy. You have the 10 of Wands. One more shuffle here. Thank you. You have the 10 of Wands, you have the Star, and you have the 9 of Swords. This is your advice now. Bottom of the deck, that darn Page of Cups is there again. So when you receive this offer, this message, this opportunity, there's something here that you really need to think about. Not to the point where you can't sleep at night and you have all this intense anxiety or despair, but you do need to give considerable thought. Are you ready to enter a new friendship? Are you ready to enter a new love ship? Are you ready to continue the connection with this individual, regardless of how burdensome it has been? Are you ready to reconnect with this past person? Yeah, you're going to have to give some serious contemplation to this. The 9 of Swords isn't necessarily a bad card when I see it for Gemini, because it's the second decan of Gemini. I mean, we're used to this. So this is just saying, before you move forward with connection or reconnection, just give considerable thought to it. Would engaging with this individual be a burden to you? And that's a decision that you'll need to make. Page of Cups, the Hangman, and the High Priestess to Temperance. It looks like they're going to make you this offer, and then they're going to sit back and wait to see how you respond or when you respond. So just give yourself time here. That is what I have for you, Gemini, for the week ahead. If you like that message, it resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video if you're able to do that. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace.